And it is time for the word on Wall Street. Top investors watching your money, and we watch the declines this morning with the Dow down 500 points. Joining me right now is Bull Tick Capital Markets Chief Strategist Kathryn Rooney Vera. Well, Kathryn, look, we've got rates moving higher right now, and last week Jay Powell said, yeah, it's possible we can have a softish is the word he used, landing. Not a soft landing, softish. The 10-year Treasury yield reaching a 3.5-year high. Now we are looking at the 10-year close to 3.2%, Kathryn. Your reaction to this, and how do you invest when rates are moving fast, very fast, in this yield now sitting at 3.2%? Mortgage rates were at 2%, a few months ago. Now we're 5%.
A soft landing is in economic history historically nearly impossible to achieve. So I'm not hanging my hat on a soft landing. I think that's really unlikely. I'll add to the previous conversation with Mike. You know, it's a lot of good points, but we have to remember that the base effect as we go through the end of the year is very favorable for inflation. So if inflation doesn't decelerate, then there's a massive problem in the system, because the base effect, of course, inflation being really high last year, when you compare it year over year, of course, there's going to be a deceleration. My view is that inflation is going to remain sticky high. I think that the Fed, no matter how many hikes it does, is unable to control inflation. It has got beyond their capacity to control it. Remember that about 40% of the CPI basket is rents and healthcare. You have transportation in headline. You have food prices in headline. The Fed can't control it all. My biggest concern here, Maria, is not inflation. It's not China shutting down again, which would exacerbate inflation. It's not even Russia probably doing a conflagration in the turmoil in Europe, which would also exacerbate inflation. My biggest concern here, Maria, is the market losing confidence in the Fed's ability to do anything. I mean, this is a Fed that, from the market's perspective, has been virtually infallible. And now what you're seeing is a breakdown in confidence of the capacity of the Fed to even address the issue at hand, which, remember, the audience needs to remember, the Fed has a dual mandate: full employment and 2% inflation. They're woefully behind the curve, and they're making grave errors. So I would be very defensive at this point.
Yeah, it's a great point, really, Kathryn, because all you ever hear from market participants is the Fed's behind the curve, the Fed's behind the curve. The confidence in the Fed's ability to actually reverse this has collapsed. Kathryn Rooney Vera, great to get your thoughts this morning. We so appreciate it